The gap in the door. It's a separate reality. The only me is me, and this third only you is you.
We are at a point where we have to question what is even real anymore. Now, just with respect to Donald Trump, he does challenge our sense of reality and his immense impact on the Israel-Iran conflict. We're in June 2025. This is the day we are at. The recent conflict began on evil Friday the 13th, when Israel struck various Iranian military leaders as targets. Bombs were exchanged all throughout the next week between both countries. Then on Friday, in a highly telegraphed way, multiple stealth bombers were sent from the United States to the Diego Garcia military base. The bombers were refueled en route, and on Saturday, bunker buster bombs hit their target at the Fedor military nuclear base under a mountain, a base located about here west of Tehran in Iran. The president then did a short national address with the VP and a few cabinet members.
Let's listen to the president after the strikes on Iran.
A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the three key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier.
This led to many claims of Trump being politically captured by a foreign nation, the trending of World War III, and jokes about how to escape enlistment. Constantly, Trump would emphasize the importance of no nukes for Iran. Trump threatened Iran. Any retaliation by Iran against the United States of America will be met with force far greater than what was witnessed tonight. Thank you. Trump later even went on to joke about the concept of regime change in Iran, further fueling speculation that Trump is just doing Bibi Netanyahu and Israel's bidding. Someone made this clip of Trump arguing with himself about the concept of war.
You're right now not in a very good position.
You're gambling with the lives of millions of people.
You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. For the American people to see what's going on.
Yet somehow, within just one day, we're given this. Congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed by both Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire. He goes on to even name the war the 12-Day War, and then says this is a war that could have gone on for years, destroyed the entire Middle East, but it didn't, never will. God bless Israel, God bless Iran, God bless the Middle East, God bless America and the world. And then after he said this, he posts peace memes. He thanks the B-2 bomber pilots, gives the backstory, saying Iran-Israel came to me almost simultaneously and said, peace. I knew the time is now. The world and the Middle East are the real winners. Both nations will see tremendous love, peace, and prosperity in their futures. The future for Israel and Iran is unlimited and filled with great promise. God bless you both. And then, of course, Israel, the aggressive nation, is attempted to break the ceasefire, where Trump then warns the nation, do not attack Iran. All planes will turn around and head home, while doing a friendly plane wave to Iran. In an informal press gathering, Trump makes it clear he is calling shots and is not beholden to a specific foreign country.
They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Very iconic words spoken at a very important time. And so since that moment, a week has passed, which takes us to the present day, and still, there have been no new ballistics exchange between the two nations. A day later, Trump was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize over the Iran-Israel ceasefire deal. In no uncertain terms, it can be concluded that this man is wildly, extremely wildly exceeding expectations. And in the contextual background of having this man as a previous president, a man who could have been continuing his second term as president, in hindsight now diagnosed with a Gleason score 9 metastatic prostate cancer to the bone, Israel-Iran could have been Biden's responsibility. So this begs the question about the nature of reality itself. Just what is it that we incarnated into? What is this mystery trip called life? What is it? We have this view.
Analytic idealism theory, former CERN scientist Bernardo Kastrup says that all matter is what the mind looks like from the outside. That matter does not create consciousness, it's consciousness that creates matter. He says that our physical reality is the outward appearance of our thoughts and our emotion. Just as a smile doesn't cause happiness, the brain doesn't cause consciousness. It's just a symptom of it. And Kastrup proposes that there's only one universal consciousness called the mind at large. Just like how the ocean creates infinite waves, each individual wave is our human experience. When the wave is above the water, it is temporarily disconnected from the body of ocean, creating our unique individual perspective on life. And this is where it gets interesting. He says that death is an illusion. When the physical body dies, your consciousness becomes reintegrated back to that one universal consciousness.
I'm not saying that is the correct interpretation. That is one way of looking at things. When trying to ballpark and think of Donald J. Trump's capability, his power, in manga there is a character who goes by Arale, created by Akira Toriyama before the Dragon Ball Z franchise.
It was commonplace for the characters to break the fourth wall on a regular basis, being not only aware of their status as manga characters, but able to leave their narratives in order to alter them, revisit past or future events, and even interact with the author's avatar, Toribot. When interacting with Toribot, it was often to chase him around and circumvent his narrative that he had written about them. With such gag powers, or toon force as some people call it, running wild to an extreme extent, you can imagine the kind of powers that manifested in the long-running series. As I covered in my Dragon Ball Heroes cosmology video, Arale and other Dr. Slump characters routinely exist outside the manga and anime, viewing the events as simple fictional stories and being fully aware of their involvement in said stories. They often erase, alter, or create said stories from this higher perspective, usually alongside Toriyama's avatars that are seen also writing the stories in this place. I refer to this as the blank page. It's a place that places them above the cosmology in the stories, as they can simply erase, create, or alter said cosmology from the story on a whim.
This is to say, manga and comic book characters exist in a 2D plane, but the author could choose to create a character that's capable of escaping the narrative, somehow functioning in third or fourth dimensional planes. Again, just to emphasize what I'm talking about.
Another important thing to mention about Arale's power is that she has some fairly impressive and measurable speed feats on her own. We see her run back and forth in time with the Gachans during a race for fun. We also see characters like Senbei catch up to a time-traveling time machine when he falls off of it. However, these are just basic and measurable speed feats. The fact is, Arale and other Dr. Slump characters can literally leave the narrative, view all the points in the story simultaneously, and appear anywhere they want, past, present, or future. We even see Arale exist in multiple points of the story simultaneously, showing they're not limited to one point in time and space. So Arale and the Dr. Slump characters are actually very high level in measurable speed use, far beyond simple time travel back and forth like many baseline and measurable speed characters showcase.
From the standpoint of a world that supposedly evolved over hundreds of millions of years, existing as a structure itself for billions of years, we have to come down to ask the basic question regarding the storyline. Are there multiple storylines or one storyline? Does God control the storyline? Can characters written within it transcend their own narratives? Unlike the anime or comic strip, we're in the 3 dimensions. So, is a man like Donald Trump operating using a higher intellect and God's grace within the 3 dimensions? Or are there capabilities that transcend the 3 dimensions? We're seeing many clues that challenge the idea that the global narrative of this earth is merely a random chance occurrence. Billions of humans and animals existing peacefully in Nash equilibrium. We're in a reality where comedian Kathy Griffin publicly threatens Trump and others associated with him who happen to be very famous, such as Mark Zuckerberg, and ends her video saying that's all with no social consequences. But we're not even a year separated from this miracle, where a grazing bullet was caught on high-speed camera. With this matched up wireframe, spectacular odds, changing world history. Clearly, we're in a reality where there is an NBA player drafted with the last name Fears, who has a number 0. An NBA season where we have 3 near superstar marquee players, each tearing their Achilles tendon, each somehow having jersey number 0. Exists in a reality where Donald Trump made this joke about meeting the royal family.
With the king and queen and their incredible people, I said, your central casting, beautiful people, great people.
A realm where the most powerful man in the world jokes about central casting, amid concerns of body doubles, especially with Biden, up to and including Daddy Longlegs. A president where media of this caliber exists.
I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Again, a real narrative from a real former president in this reality we share. Though it will seem what is real is being continuously challenged for us. A world with artificial, fake AI-generated reality to further confuse our discernment. We wince, we look at things more closely. Is this Robin Williams, or is it just for engagement?
I'd be dead in a gutter somewhere if it weren't for him. It changed my life, it changed my soul, it changed my life, it changed my heart.
Why is there a little ugly furry doll with an evil smile called Labubu going viral? And why does it look so similar to a demon called Pazuzu? But the way the story is going, I'm sure it's possible even to take control of something evil and turn it to a positive. A lot must go into the power that prevents others from putting you in a box of neocon and warmonger. And there's evidence there may even be a power involved that is beyond conventional understanding. As a hidden reality investigator, I will continue to decipher what the pluripotent ZPE field seems to bring to be. If you're interested in these takes, please follow me on Twitter. I do post often on YouTube and will occasionally drop a link to an exclusive Telegram chat. So yes, I'm quite fascinated by the current President of the United States. This is a rare opportunity for us to see. Watching him work, watching others in administration work to create a better nation and world under these circumstances. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Peace.